Welcome back to Newsviews, everybody. I'm Terrell Brown. My guest this morning, Dr. Bethany Like, Executive Director for the Illinois Center for School Improvement at American Institutes for Research, and David Brown, the principal of General George Patton School in Riverdale. So let's talk again about restorative justice and this relationship between restorative justice and less violence in schools. Have you seen it? Is there proof of it, Doctor?
Oh, yeah, we've definitely seen it, and that's why we're really glad to partner with Mr. Brown and his school, because not only does the research say it works, but his actions in the school have proven that it works. And he has some discipline data that can back that up.
So you've got results.
Yes, absolutely. And, you know, when we talk about the restorative practices in the school, it's also a community effort as well. And so not only making sure that our kids understand what that language is and our staff understands what the language is, but also our parents and community stakeholders, so everyone is aware of the healing process that, you know, I'll continue to repeat, that healing process that we go through in the school.
Is it a stretch to think that restorative justice could maybe prevent a school shooting?
Well, I think that is a statement that could be supported through some of the dialogue that students have with each other. You've heard of cases where students are coming to administrators and saying, this student is going through some troubles, or this student had this in their locker, or this student said something to someone else. Students are taking actions because they want that culture of safety in their buildings. And before, where everyone just walked past, because they've had discussions with teachers and because they've had what we call peace circles, because they've had mediations through restorative justice, they feel a voice. They have a voice now.
Peace circles, you just mentioned that.
Yes.
How does that work?
Oh, it's such an excellent opportunity for our kids to have a voice. In our school in particular, we have peace circles 3 times a week. And peace circles is pretty much a circle in our classrooms, around the school, where we give kids an opportunity to just simply talk about what's happening. We have peace circles every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's immediately following breakfast. And on Mondays, it's usually about what happened in the neighborhood or what happened, you know, on the weekend with you personally. Wednesday, we have a prompt that we give over the announcements for all of the students to talk through. And then on Friday, it's either a student choice or a teacher choice in terms of what the topic is. And so those peace circles are important to making sure that students are respected in the circle. They have a voice in the circle, and it's a safe place. And so in those individual classrooms, students are able to talk about a variety of issues or concerns that's happening with them.
And so I just want to make sure I understand, do you still believe in traditional school discipline? So suspensions, if necessary, detention, if necessary. Are those tools that you still believe in using?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, our data still suggests that we have suspensions. But what is truly important is just in terms of our process, as soon as a student returns from a suspension, we have a parent bring that child in, and we go immediately into the restorative practice process. And so those students are not reintegrated into the classroom until they go through that restorative practice process.
Even with all of this, do you still have students that are just problems, that don't necessarily respect authority, that are continuing to be disruptive? And if you do, how do you handle those particular students?
Well, when I think about those students who have even gone through restorative practices and still are having issues, it's really an underlying cause that we really need to push to get to. And so you still have to work with that student. You don't say, oh, they're a lost cause. We've tried restorative practices with them. We tried the traditional suspensions with them, and so they're a lost cause. There's a root cause behind that or underneath that. And so you still work with that student. And I think those restorative practices, you have to go deeper. Mr. Brown spoke about the peace circles. There's other strategies that you can use to work with a student that continue.
Can you take any student that you're having trouble with, that's having problems, can you make that student good? Is that an opportunity that's available to all students?
All students are good. all students are good. I mean, they really are. Children are really good. It's just that their environments, there's something that's going on in their environment that's making them react. So I don't know if we can say we're going to totally change them, but we can try and figure out what that issue is. and try and give them alternative actions for when they are pressured because of whatever that issue is.
Mr. Brown, I'll give you the last word on that.
I think with the efforts like restorative practice, we also, Dr. Like, refer to other methods. We have multi-tier systems of support in which students are provided some intervention based on their behaviors. And so I think there's this whole child approach to making sure that the kids have the best opportunity to be good.
It just takes work.
It takes work.
Mr. Brown, thank you so much, Dr. Like.
Thank
you
you
so much. Excellently done. Appreciate it. That's going to do it for Newsviews this week. Hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Now going to send it back to the news desk.
Hey, if you like that video, be sure to subscribe to our ABC7 Chicago YouTube channel.